Good morning. What's up, guys? Courtney Truman Hardwood. Today is April the 17th on a Monday. We're about to have a great week this week. I actually went this morning to the 𝐓𝐫𝐾 community, and we was actually recommended on the community board. So I went out there this morning, did a consultation for a screen and recoat. Went really well. So right now, guys, I'm in Beaufort, not far away, and then I have another in-home consultation in Cummings, Georgia. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing today. This is a screen and recoat engineer floors with some color correction. This is about 466 square feet. This is the residence of Mr. and Mrs. Polk. So I came out here 2 weeks ago. They set up their in-home consultation, came out here, discussed the details, and they got it on the schedule. So you guys can see the engineered floors. You can see right here a lot of the veneer starting to basically have taken a wear. So when your wood looks like that, that really means there's no protection on the floor, because it actually has tapped into the stain of the wood. So it's not that bad in certain areas, but show you guys what I'm going to be doing. I got this whole foyer area right here. Also too, you see some color missing over here. See some color missing over here. They do have 2 dogs, and one of the dogs is a husky. That looked like a piece of wood actually broke off, so I'm going to add some color to that. So it's not that bad, guys. And then we got this hallway and leads into this kitchen area where I'm going to start doing my screening process. And then here in the kitchen, got a little areas with a little color missing, but really the floors just need some good protection on it, and that's what most floors need, guys. On your floors, again, people always ask me, see a lot of color missing throughout here. A lot of clients say, Courtney, how often should I do this? It really just depends on the traffic of the home, but I usually tell clients, I'm gonna say anywhere from about 5 to 7 years. Okay, so if your floors have not been maintained at least in 5 years, it's a good chance that your floors do need to be maintained. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get started, start screening these floors down, and then get them clean and tack. And also, if you listen to me as I'm walking, you can actually see footprints in the floor. There is some type of residue on these floors. So I'm also educate my clients how to maintain their floors so they don't have this issue with sticky floors. And that usually comes from using high pH cleaners on the floors. And those cleaners are still on the floor, and it's still basically working. So, you know, eats away the finish. So that's another thing that can help you maintain your floors is using the proper cleaning agents so it doesn't harm your floor. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Stay tuned. All right, guys, let me show you something. Remember I told you I knew there was some type of residue or polish on these floors, and let me show you. If you look really close, see right there, see that? See the wood right here? So I'm doing a wet screen, and you can just see. So I'm gonna have, when I take my weight off my buffer, I'll be able to get under here. Just kind of show you guys, get my little floor scraper I keep in my pocket. Okay, see that? Yep, so that's definitely wax on these floors. Look at that. So again, look at that. All right, nice. So we're gonna have some nice clean floors. And then get some good protection on here. We're going to go with semi-gloss Pro Coat Aqua Pro. Man, these floors are going to be looking good when I'm done. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm giving the floors a good clean. I'm just using my 𝐓𝐫𝐾 since it's a small job with some neutral cleaner. And you can just see all that gunk, all that buildup that's coming off the floor. All right, guys, let me show you something. So like little areas like this, where you can still see some type of build up on the floor. Again, use my little scraper. So you see that little build up right there? Just gonna scrape that off. All right. So unfortunately, in most cases like this is not a job for a homeowner because they don't really have the right equipment, the right tools, equipment, and agents, cleaning agents to get the floors really clean, because that's what can cause a lot of issues when people try to finish their floors or put finish on their floors, and they have peeling issues, or the finish doesn't look right because the floors are contaminated. And that's the main objective. That's the main objective of getting the floor properly clean before putting new finish down. And this is why a lot of sanding guys don't do this type of work, because unfortunately a lot of them, they don't know how to identify a floor that's contaminated. So they just come in and say, you know, floors like this, rip it out, put new floors in, or if it's solid floors, sand it down. But unfortunately, you know, you guys see from my videos, that's not always the case. But cleaning the floors really, really well is the most important step. The most important step before putting new finish on the floor. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, if you just look at the floors, you can just see a huge improvement just cleaning these floors. And my clients have already looked at the floors and they totally agree. So what I want to do is go around the edges by hand and just clean around these toe kicks really good. And again, we want to make sure these floors are residue and contaminant free as much as possible. I'm also going to go ahead and start my color correction. You can really see it now. A lot of the veneer has been knocked off in this area. So let me just zoom in. So you see all that, there's just missing veneer where the wood has just basically been exposed because of lack of protection, which is normal. But when you start seeing this, and then over here, I'm going to start over here. So I'm just going to use a water-based stain. And I only use water-based products, guys. Low VOCs, dry faster. Now, when you do this, the color, I call this the color correction. So if you see a lot of other guys doing YouTube videos and you hear them use these terminologies, they basically got those from me. But with the color correction, I'm just going to use a little brush. And what I'm doing, guys, I'm just basically just brushing in the stain in the missing areas. All right. And then what I'll do, I'll let that sit for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I'll just come up and then get up the excess stain. So really we just want to cover those areas where there's missing color. And then a good quality finish like AquaPro, which has a lot of high build, a lot of solids, going to help fill those in really good. So all right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, you can walk on it. Oh, see right, remember right here? Wow. All right, guys, I just got through doing the color correction, and just a huge improvement. You can't see where none of that missing color was. Remember, all up in here. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get these floors clean and prepped and then get ready to put the finish down. So far, so good. Thank you. Thank you. So what I'm going to do now is clean and prep it. I always do that before I put the finish down. Okay. That's a big difference. Remember all that creep right there?
Yeah, it was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. Happy wife, happy life. All right, guys, I just got back and look at these floors now. That's Mr. Kobe. He has been barking the whole time. But look at the floors. They came out amazing. So I just went and did a consultation. She booked for this Friday. It's just a light clean and buffing. She's been using Bona on her floors, and it just made a residue buildup, kind of how you guys saw first when I was doing here. But you can just see a huge improvement of these floors. And one thing I'm very impressed with, even though I do this, is the color correction. You cannot even tell where any of those areas were that was missing the top coating. Actually, I did a little fix over here for them. So like someone tried to use some type of touch-up marker, so I knocked that down, and that looks a lot better. But overall, guys, our clients are happy, I'm happy, and this is what we do. So get ready, and that's going to end it for today. So today was a great day. This job right here, and then 2 in-home consultations. I have 2 in-home consultations tomorrow. Yeah, it came out really good. And again, this is semi-gloss. Nice. I'm gonna zoom in right here. Remember, right, all that color that was missing right here. All right, Facebook, YouTube, thanks again. Time to have a great week. You guys have a great week. See you in the next one.